Well, good afternoon, YTPC. This is Dave coming to you from the Paddock here in Southern Maryland. And actually, I'm Greg, and it's time for another tunnel take. So what am I doing? Thank you, Greg. I'm not smoking the Maryland Meerschaum today. What am I smoking? I'm smoking the Aeron by Auenland. It's actually by Vaughn. I've had this for a while. In fact, I have one in Wyoming, and if you look at like my fourth video ever, when Greg put out something, he said, hey, poke some fun at me. I got my Wyoming version of this out. And hey, what is in it? I am doing a codger tour. Today is day 3 of it. I've got some Prince Albert. So Prince Albert in this crazy Gandalf-like pipe, or Aeron. So why am I not smoking the Maryland Meerschaum? And a picture or a video is worth 1,000 words. Look what happened. I got a hole in it. And before you go crazy on me and say I reamed a hole in it, I didn't. I have not had a reamer touch the bottom of this pipe. So I don't know if I over smoked it, overheated it. Don't know. And it's totally cleaned out now. And I don't know if any of you have ideas on how to repair a Meerschaum, if you've ever actually done it. So I'd like to know how you did it versus your opinion. If you've actually repaired a hole in a Meerschaum, I sure would like to know how you fixed it. I currently have on order, I've watched a couple of YouTube videos, and it seems to be, because I'm not worried about a crack. It's not cracked. It's not harmed in any way. There's just a hole right there. And I watched a couple videos where guys actually took that 2-stage epoxy and touched the bottom and the outside, inside and outside of the hole, and got it repaired, which is my current plan. I have a 2-stage epoxy coming to me. It should be here tonight. And I'll wait and do a little more research, but that is the plan. Patch that hole with 2-stage epoxy. So I mentioned day 3. So Saturday I tried Captain Black Dark in the Maryland Meerschaum. And then yesterday when the hole appeared, I went to Carter Hall in my Missouri Meerschaum. And then today I went to Prince Albert in this crazy thing. Can't even get it in camera. So I have another Meerschaum on order in case I can't repair the Maryland Meerschaum. Actually, I have a couple of pipes on order because I have pipe acquisition disorder, as we talked about earlier. Because 20 pipes isn't enough. Made a couple improvements to the paddock. Have a couple more improvements on order. So in my series, talk about testing things, and the paddock is a good example of that for my life. I've been testing it little by little, the work tables and now real desks, and then the computer, and then the full office setup, and then just moving my cellar over here makes sense. Do these bookshelves make sense? And then these smoking chairs. And it's really come together. It's I would say it's a test that has showed I love it here. You guys have reacted well to me doing my videos inside of here. Eventually, maybe we'll do a meetup here. I don't know how many people could actually get to Maryland, but it'd be fun to have a few people here. It actually makes a nice place when somebody says, because I have locals that ask for help with their businesses, so now I can bring them in. We can sit down and have an actual chat, and it doesn't have to be in my house. My wife doesn't have to put up with it. It's a nice, quiet place to have a professional conversation. Anyway, I suspect the Maryland Marathon's had a hole in it for a while because it hasn't smoked very well. I can't tell you if it's been 5 days or a week, but I have noticed it wasn't doing well. And so I got it out yesterday morning and cleaned it. I think as through the cleaning process, I cleaned out any dottle or burnt material that was covering the hole, and that's how I ended up seeing it. First world problem. I'll miss it if it goes away, but it's not a tragic loss. By the way, this crazy church warden is in fact a much cooler smoke. And in my last video, I said, don't turn too many dials. You won't know what you fix. Well, I changed the pipe and I changed the tobacco, doing exactly what I told you not to do. I'm enjoying it immensely, but I don't know if it's the pipe or the tobacco, so I'll have to go back and I'll bring up some of my favorites and smoke it in this pipe and see. But so far, I love this thing. And I know why Greg says he puts in a hole in his lips. I consider this pretty much unclenchable. I can't even type with it. It just won't stay right. So thank God I have this because it actually fits, it actually works inside this holder. So I think we'll just do a grab bag today of subjects. Don't really have anything planned. The last 5 days have been pretty dense. The prep for it and writing it and getting it all out. I mean, just you saw how long those videos were. So today will just be kind of a fun grab bag. And I guess enough people have joined the channel that really don't know what the Paddock is. So I feel like I do this too much, but I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick tour of the Paddock here. We can do a larger tour of the car warehouses later. But I decided to show you kind of what I get to see every day. Like I said, this is a total success in my opinion. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Several people said, why Paddock? And then, what's going on there. So I decided to show you. It's not paddock for horses. That was one question I got today, but paddock, like for when you go to a race, a racetrack, the cars are staged and the drivers are staged and cared for in the paddock, and that's kind of where the name here. You guys came up with the name, not me. But I really have adopted it. So anyway, I just want to sit here. I'm going to show you kind of from my desk what I get to see. Then I'll show you the cellar, which will demonstrate how crazy I really am. So anyway, let's take a little paddock tour and then we'll come back. Okay, guys, this is just like if you're sitting at the desk with me. This is where I sit. This is where I spend the majority of my time. You'll see a couple things. One, I really like these candles, these balsam cedars. They smell like Christmas trees. It's my favorite smell, so I do that. It really helps put a nice scent into this because it could be a bunch of cars and cigar smell and tobacco smell. So anyway, I also put these out, these diffusers. There's one on both sides of my desk. We found out that they are great. They're great mouse repellents, rodent repellents. I don't have any mouse issues when I put these out. We discovered that in the basement of our house, so I have them here. You can see the books I like to read. There's Potter Piper and Cloud Bear's package from yesterday. There's the corner of my desk is my don't forget this on the way home. Scott, there you are. Hoosier Marshall has a place of honor. It just stays there on my desk. Pretty much what I'm smoking for the day. My Lee Van Cleef. There's the other diffuser. Here's my humidor. And then Greg, there you are. Uncle Willie, you guys have positions of honor on my desk. My Sip and Shine, my ash can. I just dump all my ashes in there, and maybe once a week I take it outside and dump it in the bushes. Let's see, I don't use my iPad much anymore. And then my flags, I'm kind of proud of those actually. Obviously the big guy here is my Rabbit Air. That thing is amazing. I leave it on. I just leave it on. It decides when it needs to go to work, and it almost never smells like pipe smoke in here. And then here's just all my crap. I don't even know what to do with this, but my cleaning solution, my cleaning pipe cleaners, my knife, my sharpener, my lighters, my cutters, just all the crap you touch almost every day when you smoke daily. So then panning over is my work area. I have these two huge screens. You can see I've divided them up. Normally I have 4 or 5 things going on at once. I day trade up here. Today's markets aren't open because for those who aren't American, this is President's Day. It's a bank holiday, I think you Europeans call it. So I'm not trading today. So I'm watching a little YouTube, doing a little work. And it's unbelievable. I love it here. Let's see. There is my printers up and running. This is what I run on my laptop. I just take it from home to here to Wyoming. Those are cleaning. Those are my cleaning solutions. My Everclear and my Frangelica. There's my Don't Bother Me stick. And then let's see. I'm going to bring you back around. So this is what I get to see on the other side. This is where the Paddock name comes from. There's my 65 Mustang, my 70 Chevelle, and my 2015 Maserati Gran Turismo. In the back there, you see my Tesla Model S. And I guess we'll stop the Paddock Tour, the car tour from there. Just panning on around. I've added these end tables. They have charging stations inside them, so when people come by, these lights are coming out much brighter on camera than they really are. But if somebody comes over and says, Dave, can we just sit down for a minute? We just get to sit here. If they're smokers, we get out a cigar or something. I've got that diffused lighting. I use it when I do live, like Central Cal Piper Dave when he did his live stream the other day. I had that turned on, and I put it all the way over here. And then this is my cellar, guys. It's all right here. So my Maryland, everything in Maryland is here now, and hasn't changed much since my last tour. But so many people said they hadn't seen it. So just in case I buy more tobacco, which is something we all do, I guess. Here's my daily jars. So let me give you a wide shot. So these are all my daily rotations. I've told you before I have way too many. And then here's my HU. Really, this entire bookshelf is nothing but the HUs, the ones that are being canceled. My cigar Tupperdoors, I guess you guys call them. So those are sealed and they have Wi-Fi monitors inside. There's some more. And then the Bouchons from that Uncle Willie showed us. And then my Cadre Corner. I'm not really sure how to describe these, so then kind of got them all mixed up. I probably don't have it arranged very well. I don't have my Burleys and my aromatics and all that stored together, but You can see all my tins, all my jars. That's really it. So there are, how many racks now? I guess we have 7 bookshelves that I keep all my Maryland cellar on. My Wyoming cellar is not nearly this robust. I guess that's really it. I've got a big piece coming in here. Should be here today or tomorrow. I'll get it set up, and then I'll do another paddock update for you. There's my, talked about my chest freezers. There they are. There's a couple years worth of meat for my family in there. And then we'll do some more tours back there. Those are those junk tables. That's what I'm cleaning up little by little. As I get this paddock set up, those will end up going away. And we'll put a car there. We might even put a car here. We'll see. So anyway, that is a quick tour of my paddock. I'm spending more and more time here, guys. I see my wife for coffee. Then I end up coming over here and doing pretty much all my office, all my work, my counseling. Some of you guys have reached out to me. You see Jim doing it online, but some of you guys have reached out to me behind the scenes, and when we're talking on the phone or working, this is where I'm doing it. I just sit right here and get my day done. And I don't know, I love it. The more time I spend here, the more comfortable I get. So it's turned into a beautiful man cave for me. So I know several commented back to me about the Smarty Bob's congressional presentation the other day, and how blissfully ignorant I am of whatever transpired there. But you know what? I want to comment. I want to raise the Jolly Roger of the YTPC. I want to have a brief comment from, as being a member of Team Freedom. Guys, let's just not have a controversy, right? Let's just choose not to have one. Let's just choose not to participate in it if there is one out there. You know, with the Team Freedom flag flying, I might get, you know what? I might get a Team Freedom Jolly Roger flag for up there. But guys, let's fly this flag, and hell, it's your channel. You know, put what you want on it, and if people don't like it, they can stop watching the video. If some of us offend whoever it is, they can unsubscribe or just ignore us. But I'm just going to go out there and stake the flag of no controversy. Let's just not have one. And if there is one somewhere out there, let's just not participate. Okay, guys, I'm dangerously close to actually submitting a video that's it's under 20 minutes. So I don't want to violate that today. 2 things real quick, and then we'll get out of here. If you watch the series and you feel like there's some way it can help you, reach out. If you have questions, if you want a little bit of assistance in a kickoff, you know, reach out to me. You can do it on a comment to this video. You can text me. You can email me. However you feel comfortable. If you want a little bit of help kicking it off for you, just let me know. You know, I'm not trying to be all, know all, but I've done it a bunch. I've helped a lot of people through it. I use it myself, so even if you're not doing a full-on restart, if you're just trying to, like somebody said, what happens if you're just trying to help a struggling business? It already exists, not trying to do a start over. I mean, it's perfectly acceptable to use this process to, you know, kick a fledgling business or a struggling business. In fact, a lot of people have come to me. Maybe half the people I've helped have been, hey, I started this thing and it's just not going where I need it to go. We can help with that as well. And then the other thing I realized, I haven't put out a call for a while, is if you know, I've really I've created a central repository of people's names and emails and mailing addresses and cell phones, and I keep them. And sometimes I'm a clearinghouse. People ask for them, and I'll never share yours unless you actually individually approve me to send it. I'll tell you, hey, so-and-so's asking for your email. Do you mind if I send it to you? That's how I do it. But if you haven't sent me your address, if you haven't sent me your cell phone, your email address, you know, I put out a call to you if you wish to share it, you know, and, you know, in case we ever lose YouTube, we'll need some way to reach out to everybody. So I've got, I think I counted this morning, I have 68 of you in my database now. So anyway, if you've sent me your address or your information, I'm pretty sure I'm clean. I've responded to everybody. So if you feel like you've sent it to me and I didn't respond, resend it, please. And if this is the first call you've heard, you know, consider it. It's fun to send things out. You see how I don't do gauze, I don't do giveaways. I just listen for people who have a desire, a hole, a problem, a need, and I try to jump in and fill it. So I can't do that if I don't know how to send things to you. Guys, that's it. It's Monday. It's the second Sunday of this weekend for the Americans, for a lot of us. Doesn't change my life, but it's Monday afternoon. I hope you had a great 3-day weekend if you got one. Hope you have a good week going, and we will talk again tomorrow. Bye, you guys.